Got a couple of days until my Michigan opener for turkeys here. My kids, my dad, and I were all doing the 234 hunt in Michigan, which means it starts May 1st, but it goes all the month of May. There are two earlier seasons in my area. They're each a week long. I was supposed to be traveling on both of those, plus those early weeks you got to play the weather. Like if it's raining like it is today, it just makes the hunting a lot tougher. So I always pick that last hunt period, even though it's not ideal. The turkeys aren't quite going as much as they are the first couple weeks. Still longer, gives you a chance to play the weather. I had a pretty good idea where some turkeys were crossing, coming off where they roost. There's a planted cornfield, and they did some earth moving here because at one time it looked like they were going to build a building. And because of that, they made this tight corridor that's basically a 2-track, and they feed out of their roosting area, come across where this planted cornfield is, and come all the way behind me to where a cut cornfield is from last year. So ideally what I'm going to do is I wanted to put a trail cam here because I just wanted to verify that these turkeys were using this throughout the day. Oh, there's one coming right in front of me. There goes a hen right now. No, there's the verification that they are crossing. So I'm going to put a trail cam up here, and then tomorrow I'm going to come back later in the afternoon and put a pop-up blind right in here. So on opening morning, all I have to do is Shelly and I are going to park about a half mile down the road. We'll walk this road and then circle in here, get in here before light, set up a decoy, do some light calling. Hopefully they come off that roost and running right towards us first thing in the morning. Set up. We're running a couple minutes late, but we're almost to the blind. We just had a turkey gobbling off in the distance, probably a couple 100 yards away. It sounds like there's a hen with them. When they got off the roost, they went down on this other bank side versus the field we're in. We're just going to wait it out this morning, do some light call, and see if we can't get him to come back over. Well, no luck today. There was a gobbler that was way off in the distance, but it sounded like he was henned up and he was going the opposite way. Gave it everything I had, no calling him back. We had one hen work across the field. That was it. It is chilly outside. Shelly is grabbing her stuff behind me. We're gonna load everything up here, do a little cruise, see if we can't see any turkeys that are out and moving. If we can, we'll see if we can get set up on those. If not, it is time for breakfast. Oh, we're just sneaking into the blind. We got about 40 minutes until sunrise. Plenty of time. I had to get in early, get the decoys out. Hopefully they start gobbling on the roost. In the next 15-20 minutes we'll have them located. Do some light calling after that. Hopefully it works out picturesque this morning. The weather's going to be perfect. It's about 55 degrees right now. 6 longbeards in front of us. They wanted nothing to do with the decoys are calling. Skirted around at about 100 yards. Most of them were in full strut. Ironically, if I'd have left the blind where I had it the first time, they would have walked about 6 yards from it. We're just gonna let them, we're kind of feeding into a big open field. We'll let them get out of there and then we'll slip out of here for the day and think about what the game plan is. Well, played cat and mouse with those turkeys most of the morning. You can see the blind is right along this fence row here. Ironically, the first time I set it up was right here and they scooted down there. So I moved the blind down, and this morning, of course, they came to where I had the blind the first day. Anyway, we got out, snuck around, and they were with one hot hen down here and scooted right along the edge. I'm not exactly sure what I got on film because it all happened pretty quick, but had a bunch of strutting this morning, just couldn't get them to come in, and then this excitement at the end here leads to this right here. Well, you could say we had a action-packed morning. Dad and I got out and snuck around the backside and got set up, and they were chasing a hot hen and came back through. I knew I got them coming through. Not exactly sure what kind of footage I got, but an adult bird on the ground here in Michigan couldn't be a better morning.